Hey everybody, welcome to a rather special edition of the channel. Probably one of the most special ones I think that I could ever do or could ever hope to do. So as you folks know, I think a lot of you, I gave away a Yamaha. What was it, an F5 or I can't remember what it was. It was a Japanese-made triple O Yamaha last Christmas, and so I was coming home from the airport a couple of days ago, and I was talking to my beautiful wife on the phone, and I said, I think I'm going to do another giveaway on the channel for Christmas, and she said, well, Veterans Day is November the 11th, I believe. And I said, yeah. And she said, why don't you give away a guitar to a veteran on Veterans Day, for Veterans Day? I thought, that's a pretty genius idea, right? So, I got to noodling around on this a little bit, and I picked this guitar and that guitar, and finally I thought, for a United States veteran, it seems reasonable to give away a guitar made here in the United States. So folks, what we're going to do is we're going to give away a 1950s Gibson J-45. I believe this one was made in 2013. To a veteran. Or a gold star. So, a few things. And I hope you'll stay for the video. I don't plan on making this any kind of a long video at all. But I want to give the details. This is going to be by nomination. So I created another email address today at the advice of Paul, Georgia, just specifically for this, for the Veterans Day giveaway. And here's how this is going to work. So if you know a veteran that needs a guitar, write me on this email address that I'm going to put in the description, and I'll tell you what it is right here. It's randysrhythm@gmail.com. Just straight across, randysrhythm@gmail.com. And nominate them and tell me a story about them that makes it even more special about this individual. If you know a Gold Star family member, where a son, a daughter, a grandson, a granddaughter in that family wants to learn how to play guitar or already plays guitar. Maybe they don't have, a super great guitar or something. Write me a story about that fallen hero. And let me know about that individual. There's something special about all these veterans, folks, in my opinion. And I'm sure yours too. So they're either a veteran or a Gold Star veteran. Okay? A family member of a Gold Star veteran. And then Kelly Barber over at Action Sound has agreed to do an inlay of the branch that they served in, whoever we choose, and I'll tell you how we're going to do that in just a minute. And then 2, 3, 4 of us, I think probably my wife, Paul, Georgia, Kelly Barber, and another friend of mine that I've not ever mentioned on the channel, but I'm going to tonight. And his name is Randy Williams. I know Randy through my professional life, the one that pays the bills, because trust me, YouTube doesn't pay the bills. He owns a guitar museum, and many of you on the channel may already know about this museum, Southern Legends Music Museum at the Carnegie, and it's in Jackson, Tennessee. Okay, I'll say that again, Southern Legends Music Museum at the Carnegie, Jackson, Tennessee. I've known Randy for a great number of years, and I think he's been a good friend, a very, very good friend. He's got a rich background with folks that we would all know. And he has agreed to help promote the video. You don't have to be a subscriber. The veteran, certainly. There's no subscriptions or like the video or any of that involved in this. There's no conditions other than they served, they were honorably discharged, or God bless them, they lost their life defending this nation. Those are the only conditions. And so my wife and Randy, Paul, and Kelly are going to review all of these stories that we get, that you email me. I'm going to send them to them. And each one of them are going to go through and pick their favorite. And then I'm going to convene those four again to choose from the four that they nominated and talk through it until we come to a conclusion about who wins the guitar. Folks, I wished I had enough money to give every swinging one of them a Gibson 50s J-45. I really do. But frankly, I can't. It's going to have to be one individual that's selected. And so I encourage you to think through this. If you know a veteran that either wants to learn to play guitar or plays guitar, and you got a story to tell about them, email me, randysrhythm@gmail.com. If you know a Gold Star family and you've got a story to tell, and if they're Gold Star, that's pretty much story enough. But there's going to be some extra special things involved in that. Write me a story. Send it to me and nominate them. Now, I need their name. When I get the winner, I'm going to need an address to ship this guitar. I'm not confining it to the lower 48. If they're in Alaska or Hawaii and they win, I'll ship it. I'll pay for it. It's not going to cost them anything. Okay? Now, Randy Williams had a great idea. This Gibson 50s J-45, as you can probably clearly see, doesn't have that big 1950s pick guard on it. I bought this, I thought last night I bought it out of a studio in Missouri, in Joplin, I think. But actually, I think I bought this one out of a studio in Nashville, Tennessee. And I was looking through some notes last night and saw that. So it's got a fairly nice pick guard that goes on it. It's kind of a larger pick guard. But either way, I think what we'll do is instead of trying to accomplish that inlay on the headstock or on the fretboard, because as you can see, you clearly have you're going to have some challenges getting that done. You can't do it in the guitar itself. I talked to Kelly about that last night. And he said, we'll have to refinish the whole guitar if we do an inlay there. And we don't want to do that. So Randy Williams had come up with the idea of a custom pick guard. Maybe their branch of service, wherever they served. And with that larger 50s pick guard that goes on here, we might be able to do a few other things as well as a tribute to that individual. Now, in order to get it to them in a timely fashion, let's close this out on October 15th. I need some time to get the pick guard done, and then I'm going to have Kelly put it on the guitar. And then, of course, I'll have to ship it, and I want to make sure it gets to them, okay? So a 1950s Gibson J-45 2013 model. Folks, there's no conditions on this other than what I've told you. Nobody has to be subscribed. If you want to nominate somebody and you're not subscribed and you don't want to subscribe, or you don't have an account with YouTube right now and you're watching this, you can't even like a video without having some kind of a YouTube account, right? So if you're watching this video and you're not, you don't have a YouTube account, so you can't even comment on the video, well, you can send me an email with your nomination, can't you? So do that. I'm not going to require you to go get a YouTube account. I'm going to vet these. All of us are. We're going to vet these stories as much as we possibly can. And from there, we're going to decide on a winner. I think my wife had an absolute genius idea. Her name's Donna, by the way. Yeah, she had a genius idea, folks. But look, do me a favor, Kelly Barber over at Action Sound. You folks have heard me talk about Kelly several times on the channel. He's the one that introduced me to Doyle Dykes. I got a chance to meet and spend a few minutes with Doyle, and he's a great guy. And then don't forget Randy Williams, Southern Legends Music Museum at the Carnegie in Jackson, Tennessee. Southern Legends Music Museum at the Carnegie, Jackson, Tennessee. And I know Randy will probably catch this video since he's involved in this. And Randy, all I want to say to you is I'm sorry I've never been there. I think that's going to have to change, my friend. I'm going to have to get up and see the museum. But look, these are Paul Georgia donating his time to do this. You have any idea how many stories we're likely to get? And Paul's a busy man, as is Kelly and Randy. Now, me, not maybe so much as those guys, but yeah, I really appreciate them. Paul, Randy, Kelly, my wife, Donna, I really appreciate you taking the time out and making this work for an absolute worthy winner that we'll ultimately get to. October the 15th, folks. That's the deadline. I'm going to cut it off at midnight Central Time. You know, folks, YouTube has been, I don't know what I thought when I started this channel. I thought, I can't play guitar. What am I doing starting a YouTube channel? But you know, I've met some absolutely wonderful people on YouTube. You know, if I start naming people, I'm going to leave somebody out. But, you know, but a lot of wonderful people on YouTube, and I have some deep, close relationships. You know, there's a few of you I talk to on a regular basis. I mean, David Hayes up in Pennsylvania, I talk to him. Normally we try to get together about once a week and sit down and visit. And Paul I talk to quite frequently as well. And, you know, then several of you on the channel, some of the kindest comments anybody could ever ask for. Certainly not deserved, but appreciated. You know, let's do this together. It's the channel doing this, folks. Trust me, it's the channel that's going to make this happen. Because I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it otherwise. I probably wouldn't do it if I didn't have a means or a way to get this information out. And you, every one of you, you're going to be the means to get the word out so that we make somebody very, very happy this Veterans Day. Don't you think they deserve that? I do. I know you do too. All right, folks. It'll be in the description. My email for this will be in the description. randysrhythm@gmail.com. I want to tell you how much I appreciate you. This has been a great few years, uploading videos. Yeah, and it's been all because of you. I really do appreciate you. Much love your way. God bless each and every one of you.